jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Saying that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back
Once again, you're tuned in to World Combat Sports. Salute to everyone that's in the building. Let me finish this up right quick. You come in the building, hit the like button for me. You know what it is. It's another one. This is going to be, a very interesting topic. You know what I'm saying? What do you want to call the hot topic? I'm pretty sure it'll warm up as we go along, goddammit. You already see the thumbnail. You already know. You already knows. You be knowings this. You know what I'm saying? But you plays like you don't know it. You knows this. Why you playing as if you don't know this? Hold on for a second. I'm just trying to get all this taken care of. All right. So, once again, World Combat Sports is back behind the mic. Just speaking my OPs that either is going to resonate with people or not. Either way it goes, I'm in ownership of them. I take full accountability. And for those of you that pretended like you have thick skin, well, you may not want to come on here, for my live streams, because I pretty much, speak as I may. And, I still think it's light. You know what I'm saying? The way my delivery is, I still think it's light. But this is about the current WBC heavyweight champion. All right. Tyson Fury. This is who we're talking about today. And you know who he is. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much, went through the whole process of the 3-fight deal with him and Deontay Wilder. Shout out to the Bronze Bomber. You know what I'm saying? This is about Luke. This is about Luke Fury. You know what I'm saying? Luke. Yeah, that was Tyson Fury's name. Prior to Tyson. People told him that Tyson would be a better fit. You know what I'm saying? Better accommodating for promotional purposes when it came to the sport that he chose to compete in professionally. Tyson Luke Fury. 31 victories, 0 defeats, 1 draw. And that was with Deontay Wilder with 22 knockouts. He is scheduled on April 23rd, 2022 to face Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte is his countryman. 28 victories, 2 defeats, both via knockout. 19 knockouts to his ledger. Right? This is Dillian Whyte. His alias is the Body Snatcher. His alias is the Body Snatcher. You know what I'm saying? Originally from Port Antonio, Jamaica. 6'4", 78-inch reach, 63% knockout ratio. That's Dillian Whyte. Tyson Fury is his countryman. 6'9", 85-inch reach, and a 68.75% knockout ratio. Why the hell am I talking about Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte? Because today, I guess the first of many pressers was scheduled because, the months are going to go by. So they're trying to build up this fight. And what better person to speak to my audience about this shit? Because it just shows you how much we miss the Bronze Bomber. You know what I'm saying? That's it. This is a perfect example on when I reflect back on Deontay wearing headphones to the presser. And I'm saying, still he showed up. He attended. He was in the building. And then you have different levels, lower tier fighters like Dillian Whyte, who did not show up to the presser. He didn't care to promote the fight. It's been all about money with Dillian. And I don't know who's around him, man. I don't know if he has a bunch of most people that I know, including myself, we have one shadow, right? I think Dillian Whyte has shadows that's transparent to the human eye, and they be speaking to him. He may have like 6 to 8 of them motherfuckers, walking around with him, talking in his ear. Why wouldn't you want to promote this fight? This is your biggest fight of your career, man. You finally get to step up to the plate and face Tyson Fury, and you don't show up to a press conference. Now, in no way, shape, or form am I sitting up here advocating for Fury, the shyster himself. I'm just saying when it comes to Dillian Whyte, though, wow, what a clown. Dillian Whyte is such a freaking clown, people. Tyson Fury had to attend the press conference, which he himself, too, is a clown. He had to attend the press conference solo. Dillian Whyte is still perturbed that the money and the purse, that he's receiving for this fight was unsatisfactory to him. And then also he wanted to make a point to say, I wanted some of the upside money to my purse too. But it's pretty much he's getting what he's getting. That's it. End of discussion. And that is sitting right with Dillian. Dillian's trying to come into this title fight with demands. He's trying to come in there with demands. This is the guy who was most recently knocked out by Alexander Povetkin in a fight that he was winning. Then he was able to get the rematch. Alexander Povetkin catch supposedly quote unquote CSI COVID. CSI-COVID. We have to. I'm starting to put the CSI in front of CSI COVID because it's a lot of mysterious and shady freaking situations going on with it. So when he returned to the ring off CSI COVID, then he was just stumbling all over the ring, man. Like he didn't have no equilibrium, no balance, no foundation. He never had his footing. You know what I'm saying? And Dillian Whyte ended up stopping him. That was another farce of a fight. That didn't make any sense. That proved absolutely nothing. Even though Dillian Whyte has 2 losses on his record, right? He lost to Anthony Joshua and Alexander Povetkin. People are vocalizing similarities that, Dillian Whyte has 2 losses like Deontay Wilder. But see, you're right. You're right. But the caliber of fighters is different, first and foremost. The caliber of fighter between Dillian Whyte and Deontay is different. And then Dillian Whyte was the one that was very belligerent, time after time after again, when, he was saying so much stuff about Wilder, saying he was a coward, he was scared, he wanted to fight him. And then they start saying, okay, Dillian, if you want the spot, face Luis Ortiz. He didn't want to face Luis Ortiz. He had a plethora of opportunities to get himself in the door and didn't want to do it. There's no difference than what we've seen with Dillian Whyte. You know what I'm saying? That we seen with Abney Yildirim. Dillian Whyte has been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting forever and a day to get his big title shot. Deontay Wilder loses to Tyson Fury. Now Dillian Whyte gets the shot, and he's up here acting like he need reparations. He need compensation for the waiting time. You know what I'm saying? Boxing was supposed to deliver this fight a long time ago, but they failed. So therefore, I wanna speak to the HR department. I want to file a complaint. I want to file for punitive damages. I want those punitive damages to be inserted into my purse. That's Dillian Whyte. He's turned this shit into an absolute debacle. Now that Deontay Wilder is no longer in the picture. The heavyweight division is a clown show. The heavyweight division is no longer that star power, that topic of discussion anymore. You know, you look online and you see, lives being done on the heavyweight division. No one's talking about it. Even the situation that happened with Tyson Fury today, some people may mention it, but it's nothing like if it would have happened with Deontay Wilder on the scene. As much as I want to say, well, give it up for Dillian Whyte for standing up on the square and not showing up, I can't say that because I'm still waiting on him to have that breakout performance. He's been hanging around a lot, from my understanding. Dillian Whyte is getting up there in age, man. He's 34 years old right now. Whyte, he may be content and that little belt he had, you know what I'm saying, the interim. He may be content with that. Because just because he didn't show up, Tyson Fury went to his Instagram and he posted the pic that you see on my thumbnail. Mr. Pass on deck, what's good with you? He said WCS apparently Dillian took the 80-20 for Fury when the WBC rules state that mandatory challengers are entitled to 30%. I saw a lot of people go in on WBC because of that. And that's something I haven't even really mentioned because we've talked several times over about how corrupt and scandalous that the WBC has been. But the culpability I place, if anywhere, if I'm going to do any finger point, I'm going to place it right in the direction of Dillian Whyte. Because who's the fuck is his team? Who on his team? Seriously. Who's on Dillian Whyte team though? If a WBC says mandatory challengers supposed to get a certain percentage here and there, right? Why wasn't anyone on his team able to get with him in a calm state and explain not to sign a contract if it's an 80-20 deal? He has some smart people, right? It's a smart, intelligent human being that's experienced in this game. Why didn't they sit up here and pull Dillian to the side or schedule a meeting to talk this over? So it can be properly delegated the correct way. And when that pen touched the paper, Dillian is able to go in there and at least be satisfied with getting 30%. There has to be something else internally that happened with Dillian Whyte signing that 80-20. Absolutely. It's something else to that. Real talk. It's something else, bro. But my big question to Tyson Fury is, when it comes down to you creating thumbnails and everything, I know, a lot of people in the YTC give you a pass for a lot of dumb shit that you do because, they want you to walk around and continue to be that walking billboard, that walking statue of humility and do little dumb shit all the time. I mean, we seen that shit at the press conference in Cali. We seen you walk around and do what you do. Same storyline, same act, same audience. Everybody knows what he does. But how can you put a poster or something like this up here about Dillian Whyte when it has absolutely nothing to do with the fight? Like, that kind of disproves who you going in there with. If you're gonna put him in that type of picture, then that's who you fighting. You need to go ahead and handle this guy. You better not even think about letting Dillian Whyte get off on you, Tyson Fury. You need to go in there and make that shit happen quick and efficiently and end abruptly. You know what I'm saying? You have to put all the suffixes together. Lee, abruptly, sufficiently. You know what I'm saying? Punctually. You need to make sure you go in there and get Dillian Whyte out of the equation. Because we all know and remember when you and Sefa Safari was due to fight. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody with two eyes or one. You know what I'm saying? Because you can still see just the same. And if you have focals, put your focals on. Now, Sefa Safari, chin is up in the air. These are two fighters. Tyson Fury lips are puckered up. Sefa Safari is raised his chin up to the level to make sure there's a direct connection, a physical connection. You know, if Tyson leans in, he's right there. He's really yearning and desiring to touch those lips of Tyson Fury. Even so, Bob Arum, who's off to the side, just a little bit in the frame, he doesn't even want to look up there. He doesn't even want to be a part of paying too much attention to that moment. So he's just looking in between them like, man, what the fuck? You know, Bob was up there like, God damn it. What are these two motherfuckers doing? God damn it. Why here? Why in front of me? So, you know, with Sefa Safari, he's postured up different. He's ready. He's ready for this right here. That's Tyson Fury after the fight. He made Sefa Safari wait. I'm guessing now they might have got something going on in the locker room. I don't know. But he gave him a nice wet one when they was all sweaty. And after the fight, he gave him a nice wet one. And then even so, I just mentioned how Bob Arum was off to the side. He didn't even really lift his chin up to engage directly into that area, right? He was just looking in between them, you know, staying off into the distance. But see, Ben Davison, Ben Davison had to get the close up. Ben Davison said, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at Ben Davison, how attentively he's looking at that moment. Who does that? Who does that? I always say that if that would have been Deontay Wilder, he never could have lived that down ever. You know, being he has a beautiful wife, my people would have destroyed Deontay Wilder. Now, I'm not making it about me. I'm not making it about black and white and all that. I'm just saying, if that would have been Wilder in that moment, my people would have vilified him to the end of time. Every fight, every freaking outing, every time he was on TV, somebody would have took the social media and showed this clip right here. They would have showed this thumbnail right here. So I'm wondering to myself, like, how does Tyson Fury, I think he truly has this infatuation with the male species, for real, in an affectionate way. I believe Tyson Fury is that guy. I believe Ben Davison, it seems like allegedly he may have been here before. I don't know. But if that was, just say it was me there, first of all, I wouldn't be staring directly at this situation. And then I would probably turn around and be like, what the? You know, I kind of had that look on my face. But if you look at Ben, Ben has a sense of sang-froid, expressionless. You know, he has a very calm, soothing type moment where he may be salivating just a little bit too much internally in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? He almost seemed like he's intentively driven to be a part of the moment. Like he's very, very eager. That's the look I'm getting for Ben. You see how relaxed his eyebrows are? There's no raising of the brow. There's no indentations in expression from the left and right side of his mouth. There's no twisting of the nose or the cheeks on the left and right side of his facial structure. I don't see any type of response from him that would say that he's not enjoying the shit out of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you walking in a restaurant and you see somebody eating a dish and you're not too sure what's on the menu. And you're looking, I say, damn, that looks good. And they up there enjoying their dish. And for a moment, you stare at them. You say, oh, man, damn, that shit must be good. All right. I'm hungry too. All right, cool. But Ben Davison, he's just looking at that. Look at Tyson Fury. This is a problem, man. Seriously. How can you put this picture up? How can Tyson Fury, of all people, put this up? Because in the UK, something else is going on. Something else is going on, man. How can you put this picture up? When you're up there kissing a grown-ass man that you just finished fighting, that's been waiting for you to damn stop the fight. Because he was yearning to say, man, can I just have that moment back when we was facing off in there, when I raised my chin up to yours, and I just wanted you to just plant a wet one on me. You didn't do it. But now that we all warmed up and the adrenaline's up, you know what I'm saying? We in front of millions, go ahead. And he did. With company. You know, speaking of OnlyFans, shit, it doesn't get any more participation than that, does it? In front of millions inside the ring? Man, get out of here, man. If a black man would have did that shit, we would have never been able to walk into another gym and train boxing again. Everybody from the boxers that used to fuck with to the trainers. It'd be like, you'd be like, hey, can I get some mitten? Oh, shit, man. My motherfucking wrist hurt, man. I think I got ligament damage. Man, you might need to find somebody else, dog. You know? And then he finally finds somebody that's not the best mid person. Boom, get the workout in and shit like that. All right, I'm gonna go shower. Hold up, man. You gonna go and hold up for a second. Let me check in there right quick. Hey, so-and-so coming in the shower. Motherfuckers start cutting off the water. I'm telling you, man, that shit would have happened, man. That shit would have happened, no doubt about it. That's my people, man. They would have said, what? Did you, what were you, man, come on. Hey, man, we still going out this, nah, man, I have to reconsider, dog. Dude, what were you doing up there, man? People are going to have that for life. You know, Wilder just had a twerk video that somebody released. Imagine if he was in this situation, it would be no return from him. But that's enough of Dillian Whyte, man. I'm done with that shit, bro. D-Ray Promotions, what's good? That's very, very unfortunate. But that is pretty much what is going on with the heavyweight division. It's like, you know, thumbnail creation, demasculize your opponent, all for not showing up. And I'm not freaking sitting up here defending either one of them. I'm just making mention of it because it has absolutely nothing to do with the sport. You know, at least Wilder showed up with headphones and he just sat there and barely answered any questions. You know, Dillian Whyte didn't show up at all. He didn't show up at all. What is that supposed to do? Build up the hype to the fight? Man, this shit is dead in the motherfucking pie hole, dog. Add some more water to it. That's it. That shit is dead in the water, man. The fight's still gonna happen. And you know, the strange thing about it, you're gonna have people up here talking about Dillian Whyte actually have a chance. because he has that killer mentality, just go in there and leave it all in the ring. Yeah, yeah, you're right. He did the same thing, Alexander Povetkin, and he did the same shit against Joshua. And look at the results. He's turned into a heavyweight Jorge Linares. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He's turned into a heavyweight Jorge Linares because all his losses are going to be via knockout. But the good thing about it, he's 34 years old, and I don't even think he's going to have long enough for us to damn endure this catastrophe. You know what I'm saying? This disaster for several years to come. I give it take 34, 35. So let's say about 2 or 3 years. Let's say about 2 or 3 more years. That'll put Dillian Whyte at 37. By then, he might have, I'll say, give or take 5 losses, all knockouts, all by knockout losses. And then he might be getting ready to retire. But that's my thought process on that. That is absolutely reprehensible. Already this is turned into. I mean, it's not even words I can put into expression to say how disappointing this is. Like all the hype from February 2020, all the motherfucking hype heading into the rematch, all the hype heading into that shit. Boom, it's over. All the conversations and lives and all the damn topics, all the sidebars, chit chatter, the buzz surrounding when is somebody gonna talk, when they gonna fight. Is the fight gonna happen? Is Tyson Fury gonna face Anthony Joshua? Is Deontay Wilder still in the picture? Is he retired? Is he coming back? The arbitration happened. Boom, they get back. I mean, people was talking about that shit damn near every day. And now that shit is just a sideshow, bro. This shit is a sideshow. This is turned into a sideshow. Oh my God, man. I'm done with this shit. I'm done with this topic right here. I just want to give you a little bit of whoever the fans with, Tyson Fury and, what he did to demoralize Dillian Whyte for not showing it to the press conference. When indeed, he pretty much has been suspect. He's shown those actions in front of, anyone and everyone. He really don't care. And I truly believe his infatuation goes a bit deeper and personal in his life. Real talk. I believe he has that desire and admiration, affection to be with that same gender. I'm just saying. That's what I think. On to Errol Spence Jr. I think y'all know him, Errol Spence. I believe that many of you do know him. So check this out. I seen a video to come out. Even my boy down here, he dropped me the video. He wanted me to post it. I told him that due to posting restrictions, I wasn't able to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't meet my guidelines. I told him that. I said this goes against my community standards, to post this video up. But yet, I am going around here, just transient the YouTube avenues and everything and seeing what people have to say about it. And, I heard people say they back and forth about the shit. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to act like this footage is actually something that just happened. All right. Listen, you know you're in the right area. They act like this is brand new footage that was put together, and they're acting like that this footage right here is him outside of his eye injury. I'm asking them point blank, give me some timestamps. Have Derrick James, link up with me. Because I'm gonna call it for what it is. I don't think this is current footage after his eye injury. I think this was footage pretty much before he was gonna face Pacquiao. I don't think the footage that we're seeing, you know what I'm saying, with him in the ring and all this other shit, acting like he's sparring full pledge. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying that shit. I'm not buying that this footage that we're looking at on this hip hop hooray, you know what I'm saying? Um Loving hip hop and boxing. I don't see it. But let me take you to the video. All right. And I'm gonna play this video without the sound because I know I have a lot of Spencerholics over here that doesn't agree with the words that I speak on, you know what I'm saying, and how I articulate my grievances about Errol Spence. So they'll pretty much report the video. You know what I'm saying? Even though they did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They'll report the video, some of them. So let me play this for you right quick.
Mars, walking all over the beat, putting my feet on the stars. I'm rocking like Lenny, thinking like Lenny the first time he seen a guitar. Standing in front of where they talk about us and we gotta know who we are. I'm staying red for all of my days. Levels of Tarantino, curbing my ego, even though he know. Empty glass of Pinot, cigars and casinos. What they especially praise is the ethos. Stacks on blackjack, moving my chips. No superstition to make me get rich. I'm with this chick, this one I brought today. In between placing my bets, who shopped the Cartier?
So there you have it. Let me run that past you one more time.
Mars, walking all over the beat, putting my feet on the stars. I'm rocking like Lenny, thinking like Lenny the first time he seen a guitar. Standing in front of where they talk about us and we gotta know who we are. I'm staying red for all of my days. Levels of Tarantino, curbing my ego, even though he know. Empty glass of Pinot, cigars and casinos. What they especially praise is the ethos. Stacks on blackjack, moving my chips. No superstition to make me get rich. I'm with this chick, this one I brought today. In between placing my bets, who shopped the Cartier?
So I ran that clip past you twice. You know what I'm saying? And this is my deal. You know, I'm not trying to be the bearer of Spence news. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be that guy. But check this out, though. Obviously, we can see that those are different clips put together. And then, you know, you have individuals that's really raving about some of those pictures depicting Spence with the shag. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people believe that that shag is like Samson a little bit. His hair is his strength. Because when he had the shag, he was up here, you know, supposedly putting a hurt on some boxers. Now let me inform you of something. The shag didn't do anything for Spence. It was just the type of opponents that he was facing when he had the shag. It wasn't anything special. It looked okay. You know, that's what he wanted to rock at the time. Him and his boy. It's on me, baby. And you know, that's what was popping off. Now, of course, if you're unwilling to see that some of those clips, his hair is regular length, and some of those clips are old clips, I don't know what to tell you because I'm sitting up here explaining to you all those clips aren't recent. I don't want to be the bearer of Spence news, but I will. I will be the bearer of Spence news. You can look at all those clips and you can sit up here and say, yeah, he got the shag back and all that. Come on, dog. Stop it. Look, who cares if he had the shag back? He's going in there against Ugas who decided to shave all his hair off, and he's doing just fine. He went in there and beat Manny Pacquiao, who Errol Spence don't have on his resume. So he's doing just fine, bro. But I just want y'all to identify that the video is okay. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing against really the video itself because it's just a video. But my only issue is when you try to collaborate or you try to speak on the video compilation of different pieces put together, and you're trying to insinuate that that's how he looks now, and that's him in there with sparring, full sparring, this, that, and the other. Man, I'm telling you, show some evidence that that's brand new footage. You're not going to be able to. You can say it's a new video because y'all been salivating and waiting for him to put something out. He put something out, and those are old clips. Old clips. Those are old clips. And there might be some new information here and there, but those are not all new clips, man. If you see him in there with the shag and then see him in there with regular cut, come on, man. Let's not jump overboard. You know what I'm saying? Let's not jump overboard, man. Let's not over exaggerate. You know what I'm saying? Jumping off the hood of a car into 2 feet of water. Let's not do that shit. Let's not do it, man. I know y'all ranting and raving and y'all just can't wait till another month pass by. We head into the second month of March. And as you are, eager in anticipation for this month to go by, you're yet fearful and you're cringeworthy. You're sitting up here full of anxiety, tapping your foot. Oh, shit. Please don't let me wake up and say he injured. Please don't. Please. And look, I'm not sitting up here wishing anything on Spence. I'm just speaking. I'm not wishing it. I'm not that person. I don't do that. I don't sit up here and wish anything on somebody. But like I say, I keep the same energy. I don't think Spence is gonna make it to this fight. If he does, kudos to him, but I don't think he's gonna be healthy enough to make it to this fight, man. For real. I think when it get into the wickets of this month in the first week of April, we'll see if his body is gonna hold up. Because the band-aids might begin to slip off, and those old wounds become fresh wounds. You know what I'm saying? He might have a new situation on his hand. It might not even be the eye this time. It might be something else. That's a residual effect for whatever, dare I say. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's what it is, man. It's okay for individuals to not understand that this is social media and we're supposed to be in so-called media segues. We're supposed to be internal to our own platform and allowing our voice to exceed out there to the audience. But too many of y'all are taking this to a whole nother level of personal disdain. You know what I'm saying? It seems a bit soft to me because of all I went through with Deontay Wilder, Teofimo Lopez, and Terrence Bud Crawford, Michael Williams Jr. I wasn't sitting up here trying to find out people's addresses and feel some type of way when they on live and dropping comments like, you did more than I have with this boxer. Y'all haven't did no more than I did with Spence. At least I've been in person and covering him on the other side of the rail. I want to issue a challenge to the Spencerholics, the media platforms. World Combat Sports want to issue y'all a challenge because I said this the other night on my live. I want to issue y'all a challenge, right? Because y'all seem extremely irritable when I speak on Bud Crawford and Spence. And y'all shouldn't take that shit so personal. But I issue you a challenge, man. Fuck all what goes on in Texas, and I see Arrow this place, and I see Arrow that way, blah, blah, blah. None of y'all have access to Arrow. I would give Correa this. Correa did have access to Arrow, and he fucked it up. But the new ones, you might have that dude in your backyard, but I don't see any of y'all covering him. Derrick James don't fuck with the black media? What's going on? I seen him on a couple freaking panels before. What's going on with that? I challenge y'all. If y'all gonna get prepared to go out here for this fight, I'm gonna tell you, every fighter that I support heavy, I got interviews with. I got interviews of mine. More than one. More than two. More than 3. I have interviews of mine. Now I'm challenging y'all to go out there and get an interview with Spence. Because y'all can't be rocking that hard with a guy who don't fuck with y'all, who don't even have the authority to reach outside of his domain and say, you know what, Derek, is at the end of the day, you work for me. I'm going up here and I'm gonna pop up on YouTube again like I did Barbershop. Because shit, Errol Spence did pop up over there. You think I ain't know that? He showed Barbershop some love. Where's all the other love at? Where's the shower? Where is the precipitation? Where's the cloud of sunshine? Just blue skies in this YouTube community when it comes to Errol Spence. Cause y'all dudes, y'all go hard and y'all be angry. Y'all be upset. Y'all act like y'all want to take people hostage and prisoners and for torture purposes or something. This is the YouTube media. I'm challenging y'all to get an interview. Fuck where you see him at in Texas. I could care less about that. I hear people talking about numbers all the time. If you all about the numbers and you feel WCS is this, that, and the other, go get an interview with Spence. Go ahead. I challenge all you hardcore Spence fanatics that's out here. It's the Spencerholics. Go out here and get an interview April. Let's see how Derrick James support the black media. Go ahead, bro. That goes to all of y'all. All of them. ALL__, air quotes. Goddamn, put a circle around that motherfucker. Find the highlighter. To that motherfucker, neon yellow, neon orange, neon green. Get an interview with him. Get an interview, man. I need, I and along with other people need to see how much love that he's gonna show the YouTube community that's up here. I don't know how true it is, but I have been hearing that some of y'all are receiving monetary. That lie was placed on me with Deontay, and I was like, I wish you would pay me that much money. And shout out to Trash Star. I know he's still out. Shout out to Trash Star. Trash Star put that room out there that Deontay Wilder paid me $5,000. It was absolutely, unequivocally hilarious. You actually think that was hilarious. But you know what I heard allegedly? That some of you cats are being funded. And that's okay because I've been on record as saying I don't care about the money. All right. So I totally understand that the way I support the fighters and the way you support the fighters, you are being persuaded. You are being influenced for monetary purposes. Me, I'm reporting on my favorite fighters off my experience and my biasness. You know what I'm saying? And why I support my favorite fighters. That's all. I'm not being paid over here. You know what I'm saying? Got my shit from the ground floor, trademark, everything. The numbers is what they are. The work should be more so quantified than anything. So, I'm hearing that, there's channels out here being funded for whoever. And then also, I want to challenge you all to go out here and get an interview. WCS has sent a challenge out globally. I want to see these YouTube channels that support Spence heavy. I want to see him give you an interview. I want that shit posted so I can sit up there and hit the like button on it. You know what I'm saying? Go get an interview. Period. I don't want to hear shit else, man. Big shout out to Ohio Run Boxing in the building, man. Thank you for the donation there, Marcus. Big shout out to you, my brother. Appreciate you pulling up. One love to you. Ohio Run Boxing said, call them out, bro. That's all I'm doing. I just want you to get an interview. Just get an interview with them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just show me something. I've tried to participate on the panels and people, they say they want all the smoke, bring all the smoke. And then when you bring the smoke, They trying to call a fireman. You know what I'm saying? You said you wanted to smoke. You have a Bud Crawford fan. You have an Errol Spence fan. You know, you wanted all the smoke. But, once I was on there and said what I said, I guess that was too much smoke. I don't know. It was nothing personal with me. I was just engaging the topic of discussion on those panels that I was on. But when it comes down to it, man, I'm kind of disappointed over it all because people always want to ignore my catalog, but I'm searching for your catalog. I want to see an Errol Spence video. So you have from now, March 1st, to the time of the fight date in April to get an interview with Errol Spence. If all y'all bring your ass back to YTC and none of y'all have an interview, when I pop up in your live chat, I'm gonna have a lot more shit to talk about. I'm giving y'all a motherfucking reprieve by not showing up. I'm just taking some time off to give you a relief. But if you so-called in the backyard and you talk man down all the time, he the nigga with the shag and all this other shit, Arrow this, Arrow that, he'll beat Bud this, that, and the other, Bernie this, Bo Mac that, all this and all this, you better come back from the fight card. That's my challenge to y'all. You better find out some type of connection. It'll be even better if you can get an interview before the fight. That will let me know he kind of gives a fuck about the black media. But right now, I don't see it. I don't see it, y'all. I don't see it. I know someone mentioned to me the other day about my Deontay Wilder video. Has over like 500,000 views, right? And I told them, I said, I don't get any monetization for that because I recorded the whole video and they was playing, several songs in the background and it was ineligible. But that's still an interview. That's still a clip, rather, a video compilation that I put together to put up there of his fight camp. You know what I'm saying? I truly appreciate that. But I'm looking at this shit right here in the YouTube community with the toxicity that's going on between channels when it comes to these two names, Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. And then, they get extremely irate when I tell them, hey, I don't think he's going to make it to the fight. His body may not be able to sustain it, the training. And also, I don't think he can beat Ugas. He might have a problem with Ugas on his hands. Yeah, they call the firemen there, Marcus, for real. They say they want all the smoke. You give them the smoke, and then it's almost like, how did you even get in here? You dropped the link. Look, I've never seen a bunch of grown-ass adults, man, sway heavy to one side all because of a boxer. Marcus done hit me up on some shit he had a problem with. That doesn't mean I sat up there and then, didn't want to communicate or, support what he got going on. I mean, I never seen this go down. Like, all I used to hear is smoke, smoke, smoke. I want all the smoke. So I say, shit, I remember the smoke. I understand what smoke is. Where there's smoke, there's fire, right? So my intention was to come over there and bring the flames. Nope. They didn't request a flamethrower. They wanted just smoke. I'm talking about the type of smoke that you get from a roach, like a blunt, or a little cigarette. Not cigar smoke. That's too much smoke. That's too much. They want the small Black and Milds, when you get the roach out the ashtray type of smoke. They want that little smoke that disappears before it even affect people. They don't want the type of smoke that you can't see who's in the room. They don't want the hot box. I thought you was calling for the hot box smoke. That's what I thought. I thought you was calling about the hot box smoke. Let's smoke up the room with some boxing topics and debate. Tony Boswell on deck, man. What's good? Much respect at World Combat Sports in the chat. Stop in the show, support, and hit the like button. Salute, working and listening. What's good with you, Tony? Man, best wishes, luck. Be safe out there. That workforce, man. Real talk. Appreciate you pulling up in the avenue, man. The WCS Avenue. Appreciate it because we grown men who know how to handle disagreements. Yeah, for sure, man. I pretty much learned a while back that grown adults, when you grow up, you're supposed to have a lot more maturity and experiences in life. So with that said, you should be able to respect the opinion of someone else because it's without fact. This shit is without fact. Opinions ain't based off fact. It's just an expression of opinion. Someone's expression of opinions. That's it. Whether it's objective, subjective, whatever the fuck it is, it's just an opinion. But to all the Errol Spence channels out there, I know it's a lot of you that somehow feel that you're connected to Spence. I can tell you like this. You're not connected to anything unless you can get an interview. The kind of feeling and vibe I'm getting, I don't see Spence really out here socializing with y'all like that. I don't see it, bro. I'm just saying, I don't see him fucking with y'all like that. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see Derrick James out here. I don't see Spence. We did get, well, we got the temp agency. We was able to get Marvelous. We got the temp agent out here. Marvelous Jarvis, the sparring partner. We was able to get a hold of him. They ran with that. They were so hungry and famished that time Marvelous Jarvis went to his car. He said, you know what? I'm going to do something special for the Spence fans today. I want y'all all to sit up in your chairs. And if you're at home, I want you to lean closer to your computer screens or your cell phones because I got some news. I want to tell you that Errol Spence hit me so hard that I was hurt for 2 rounds. You're talking about Marvelous Jarvis was hurt for 2 rounds by Errol Spence Jr. And people's like, wow, Errol is hitting hard. And then I'm up here, I'm assessing the shit, right? Basically, I'm collecting my analytics, bro. That's all I'm doing. I'm saying, who is Marvelous Jarvis? And how much does he train? Because when I looked on IG, this guy loves the giggle. He's a chipper type of fella. And he's somewhat of a comedian because he did some Michael Jackson videos and he was funny. I give it up to him. He was funny. He's a funny guy. So when I found out Errol Spence hurt the dude, I'm saying to myself, like, are you in shape? Are you conditioned? How many rounds did you go with Errol Spence? Because there's another video on his IG where he has a body pad on and a boxer, wants to punch him on the body pad. He said, go ahead. And the guy punches him. He said, ow. He said, okay. This is with a body pad on. He's saying, ow. Look on his IG. Look up. I'm not making this shit up. Look on his IG. So it's wrong of me to report on something that's so obvious, bro. Like, they ran the shit out of Marvelous Jarvis. They gave him this man his 5 hours of fame. And they drug him all over YTC. They was getting interviews everywhere. So Marvelous, first and foremost, we appreciate your presence and granting us this opportunity to speak to an honorable member of Team Spence. Hello, how you doing, sir? I'm fine. Thanks for having me. Marvelous has that smile on his face. Word is that you had the unfortunate pleasure of being the sparring partner of such dramatic, intensively hard-hitting Errol Spence. Tell us what the experience was like. Oh my God, man, we was in there sparring. Let me tell you, I get emotional even talking about it. Me and my girl had just left Dave and Buster's an hour and a half ago. I get the phone call, Spence won't work. So by that time, we talking about burgers, pizza, fries, Sundays. Like me and my girl is spending mad time together. I get this call to go spar Spence. I get there. I'm on a full stomach of Dave and Buster's delights. I'm walking up in there. I'm like, damn, I'm full. So I asked, so what type of sparring we talking about? Oh, full contact, man. Full contact sparring. You know, it's not gonna be anything heavy. All right, how long do I have? Man, go get suited up, man. Go. Hurry up. Get suited up. I go in there and all of a sudden, you know, I feel like I gotta go use the bathroom. He had me throwing a punch yet. So I start moving around trying to shake it off. I hear the gurgling sound and everything. So finally, you know, we went through, we moved around, we threw a couple of punches, and then all of a sudden, Spence dig to the body. All I felt was the ice cream cone, the sundaes. I see that shit just moving around. I feel it. I feel the pickles, the lettuce, the half a burger patty that I swallowed and didn't chew. The piece of crust floating around in that motherfucker. I think when he pulled his glove back, the shit was dripping. It was just unbelievable. That shit took me out for 2 rounds because pretty much I wasn't in shape to be in there with him. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in shape, and I just returned from Dave and Buster when I got the call. You know, I was with my girl chilling. So still, he hits hard though. I'm telling you, man. I've been in there before. Real talk. After leaving Chick-fil-A, it wasn't as bad. But this time, I'm serious, bro. Like I went in there and I'm saying to myself, I wasn't even expecting this. I was chilling with my girl. I'm not even in the mindset to go spar. And that's what happened. Oh, wow. That's such a beautiful story there, Marvelous. That is so touching. I just want to reach out and give you a hug. But from my understanding, you just finished eating something on the way over here, right? Yeah, man. I'm on a full stomach again, man. Whew. But like I said before, Spence is back. He hits hard, especially if you on a full stomach. That's why I don't hop on panels. I'm a grown man. I talk to people how I want to be talked to. Keep it respectful and debate the facts, not feelings. Well, hey, Tony, if that was the case, man, it would be, look, YouTube would be a different type of environment. Unfortunately, you know, okay, if you took your perspective, right, which is you're considering a mature approach to this, there's no way when you have individuals that believe they own some type of real estate on YouTube, they have a channel, they feel that this is their real estate. So they dictate, which partially, you know, I'm talking about just a very small window. You have some type of authority on your platform, but YouTube can take it at any given time. I'm just being realistic. But just say, for instance, YouTube played out the way you wanted it and people treat you with respect. It will almost look similar to Will Smith and I Am Legend. You know, you have Will Smith out here, you have Fred. You know what I'm saying? And you'd be walking around this motherfucker like, God damn, it wouldn't be any excitement. It wouldn't be too much going on for real. You're like, where is everybody at, man? And you know, Fred is just here. He's the Decepticon. He's there because he was put there. He's the instigator. You have to go look for trouble if everybody was mature the way you talking. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be no excitement. It wouldn't be no action is going on up here in YouTube, man. I got my tickets at WCS S2. Damn, you already got your tickets. Okay, 10th row. If you happen to go, hit me up. I'll email you. I email you. Me and my 4 boys who really enjoy the company. Yeah, I haven't met too many people here at fights. Really, that's the crazy part about it. I haven't really met too many of, except Showtime. I seen at a fight. I seen Nest, the boxing voice. You know what I'm saying, um, believe it or not, it's not a lot of people that I've seen at these fight cards, especially in a place like Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only so many platforms that go and travel to these places to cover the cars. Most of their traffic is here in the YTC. They don't really, go over there and cover these cars like that. It can get expensive. You have to show your dedication a different way. And not everybody willing to do that. That's why I'm saying, like, I look at this shit a little bit different. Like, it's some people go to regional cars where it's not the big stars there. And you have some of these same people that go to the bigger cars. But I think the numbers, I think the fan attendance is going to be pretty decent up there for Errol Spence, Yordenis Ugas. I do. I think it's so many people that's eager to see Errol Spence pick up this WBA belt that they're going to come out and support him. I have absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's his backyard. That's his people. Man, go over there and support your fighter, bro. But like I said before, I've issued the challenge. All of y'all be out here, rah, 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 re. I want to see an interview with the one and only Errol Spence. You understands me? I want to see an interview with Errol Spence. I don't care if it's a media scrum with all y'all there. I pretty much know y'all voices off this YouTube shit. I want to see an interview, a media scrum with at least about 5 of these channels that support Errol Spence heavy. Especially all the rah-rah channels. I want to see y'all up close and personal getting that interview with Errol Spence Jr., bro. If Errol Spence leave the weigh-ins and he don't do any media, and Yordenis Ugas is out there with a translator talking his shit, don't come back to YouTube. Don't come back and grab that mic and tell me, oh man, it was such a pleasure going out there to check. I mean, being in my backyard and seeing, that fight. And no, I'm at a point right now. I'm gonna call it for what I see. Y'all are acting too touchy because of a fantasy fight. And then y'all sitting up here drawing up targets like it's bullying session just because people don't agree that Errol Spence is second best when it comes to Terrence Crawford, bro. And then not only that, you can't deny the fact that he was in a horrific car accident. So you need to understand there may be underlying issues that would never go away that he may be masking with a poker face. That's not hard to understand. He may be masking that with a poker face. Abner Mares gets an eye injury. How many fights did he have after that? Not only that, we truly don't know everything about it. We don't know everything about the extent of his accident. People just want to say, oh, he went through trials and tribulations. Yeah, self-inflicted. That's point blank, period. That's public record. That's not something that's created. That's public record. And it's not hating. It's basically us using our platform to speak on real authenticated media. And some people that support, they'll call other fight fans dick riders and shit. They love holding that dick terminology in their mouth and keep on talking about dick riding. This is people who got freaking, their girl might be close by. But what is dick riding to somebody who gets mad at another man for supporting a fighter just as you? So if I'm supporting a fighter just as you are, we're pretty much supporting the fighter that we favor, right? And with that favor come biasness, right? And we in the YTC talking about it and providing our expressions for the audience. So when you come out with bud sexuals and everything like that, that's only you with your insecurities spewing out into your audience And the only avenue that you have to take is insults. You want to talk about dick this, dick that, dick this, dick that. I get so tired of grown ass man talking about dick. You've been born with one. You hold it every day. You got to take a shit periodically. I don't know what I'm listening to anymore. If it wasn't Deontay Wilder, fangirls to now bud sexuals, it's incredible that we have grown ass men that probably have family around them, may have a wife or a girlfriend. But most of the time, when you hear them on here talking, they get mad at another grown man. They talk about dicks. I don't. You can't find a video up here where I told some man that. I never. But getting back to the topic at hand, enough is enough now. Y'all been waiting for this WBA title shot. His body didn't hold up for Pacquiao. Yordenis Uga scooped in and got the title. So, hey, I don't want to hear no more talking. I don't want to hear no more talking, man. First of all, most of y'all should be at that fight. As much as y'all talk about representing Texas, most of y'all should be at that fight. Because I know I drove 12 hours up there from where I'm at. I drove up there to check him out. So therefore, you go up there, and I'm expecting some type of media coverage. That media coverage either being one-on-one interview with Errol Spence. I can care less with you. Derrick James is accessible. Derrick James is going to give you his affirmative action quota. 2 or 3 of y'all motherfuckers. Okay, come on, let him in. Yeah, what? Hurry up. What y'all got? Don't ask me about Spence either. I don't want to answer. What else? I ain't got time for that. Who are y'all from? YouTube? See, that's what I told her. Who let these people in? Well, Derrick, you just let us in here. Get out. That's why I don't want y'all anywhere close to my fighter. And don't talk to Jamel Charlo either. That's Derrick. I want to see y'all somehow, some way bring back an interview with Errol Spence, a thorough interview. You know what I'm saying? Like say for instance, when we was in California, Barbershop Conversations had a one-on-one interview with Deontay Wilder in his hotel room. Now, that'd be pushing it overboard. But all I'm trying to do is see where's the hierarchy of media when it comes down to having that right there. When Fred was in the room with Deontay Wilder having an interview, I want to see that. I want to see an interview like Gary Russell Jr. when he had the stuff going on with Leo Santa Cruz. The one-on-one interview that was conducted in the room. I want to see one of y'all have a personal interview where Errol Spence really let down and talk about. I want to hear y'all asking the tough questions, as y'all say. Y'all always want to talk about tough questions. I want one of y'all to ask him, say, so how's everything been? Following what you've been through in the last, you know how to say the accident, following what you experienced, with the injuries that you suffered and everything, and then the recovery process. How's it been? You know what I'm saying? How's it been since the last time that you were supposed to face Manny Pacquiao and somehow you suffered an eye injury? How has it been since then? How do you feel, champ? If I was to interview Errol Spence in Texas, right, I wouldn't be disrespectful to him because that's not what I'm there for. But the people around that know me would do more disrespect than I would do the Errol Spence, for real. Because I'm not there to disrespect a man like that. It's fight week, and I'm there to do a job. I'm not there to say, well, let me go in here and fuck with Errol Spence and ask him a dumbass question that's over the, that's past the line. But I'm pretty sure a lot of these groups, they'll turn around and act like I'm enemy number one. I met Blue at Spence Jr. versus Mikey, and he was cool with me. And my son, yeah, I seen Blue when we was at the Barclays for the Deontay Wilder Dominique Brazil fight. Shout out to Blue Blood Sports, man. And look, that goes for Blue too if he gonna be there. All these channels that support, that goes for BFTV, that goes for Everything Boxing and Sports, that goes for Drew Titan, that goes for all the channels that support heavy, support Errol Spence super, super heavy. Y'all need to come out and support the fight card like y'all did Deontay Wilder in Vegas. Especially being that a lot of y'all are in Texas backyard. A lot of y'all in Texas, man. For real. Knockout TV. You too. I need to see y'all link up and take some pictures and do a media scrum one-on-one. I want to hear voices, goddammit. If you come here and you don't have an interview, we don't have nothing to talk about. I don't want to hear Spence's name come out your mouth when it come time for Bud Crawford and Spence fantasy damn talk once again. I don't want to hear shit. If you can't get a motherfucking interview with Errol Spence, putting in all this time and effort and labor-intensive live streams, because like I said before, with all my favorite fighters, I got interviews with, pictures, media coverage, all of them. So you ain't fucking with me on that. I'm just saying, if he's wearing the shag, walk up to him and say, "Hey Spence, man, we like that shag, man. That means you up to business right now. You on a whole nother level of intensity right now. You dialed in, you focus. You know what I'm saying? I want to see all the channels that fuck with Spence heavy, man. Y'all got to come back with an interview. Real talk. I don't agree with some of the things he says, but he was respectful to my kids, and they thought he was a movie star. Yeah, man. Blue been around the game for a long time, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with everything he says either, but he does have the info. He has the news. He has the content. He has the fan base. He has one of the larger fan bases out here on YouTube. So he's put in the work. You know what I'm saying? But some things I agree with and some things I don't. That's just the way it is. I mean, nothing to get upset about. But all the other big channels, to include Blue Blood, I would definitely like to see if Spence is willing to show y'all love like that. Can y'all take a picture? All y'all take a picture with Spence. That would just basically catapult your presence here on YouTube to another level, I think. All of you all have the picture. You can come back and gloat, and you can say, look at this shit right here. We got a picture with the motherfucking champ, Errol Spence Jr., all together, all the YouTube channels that support him heavy. Look what the champ did for us. That's all I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying? I'm being genuine about the shit. If y'all can't get together and take a full-blown picture or take a one-on-one frame still, do a one-on-one interview, man, I don't know what to tell you, bro. He ain't fucking with y'all. If you can't get close to him, he ain't fucking with y'all, and y'all from Texas. Y'all might be better off asking Correa. You know what I'm saying? Go ask Correa. He might have a little inside some. I don't know. I know they banished him. He was banished for life. Oh, shit. He was banished for life, but he still might have some goddamn secret codes from the time he was close to Spence. You might want to go through him. Say, hey, Correa, you got any old contacts? You got that nigga with the shag phone number? You got it. Come on, man. Give it to us, Correa. We need it. Dude, we fiending, man. Do you know what he gonna do the final presser at? Do you know what hotel he's staying in? You know Spencer's gonna be in the hotel. Hey, do me a favor, because y'all gonna be furious once this live in. Do me a favor, because I know Bud. I know Bud be walking around the hotel by himself. Bud be out and about in the streets. Look, dog, you go to NYC, Bud just be out there doing what the fuck he want to do. Even in Frisco, Texas, dog. That footage I got him outside playing football, running routes with his boy. Dude be out there walking by himself, doing what the fuck he want to do, dog. Let's see, can you get a picture of Errol Spence doing the same? That's what separates. Mike Tyson talk about it all the time. He said, I can walk these streets by my damn self. I don't need no security. And then he was referring to Floyd Mayweather, how he walks around and he got to have security. He said, I walk around, I don't have no security. See, Bud, he walk around, when he with his people, he with his people. When he ain't, he ain't. I done stood outside in Manhattan in the hotel across from the MSG, and Bud was right there, right beside me, talking. I mean, he was by himself. He was talking to somebody, though. Just chilling. You can almost guarantee on fight week, you're going to see him walking around doing something. He ain't always with somebody. Let's see if you can get Spence in that moment. Let's see if you can walk up to Spence when he by himself and say, hey, what's going on, Errol? Is there any way I can get a picture? Okay, boom. He gives you the picture. You got time for a shirt? Nah, you asking too much, man. Derek told me about y'all. Don't overdo it, man. Damn. I got a big fight coming up. Hey, see, one thing I can say about Crawford, he had a big fights coming up and he still talk. It could be before weigh-ins or whatever. He's still talking. He's still out there. He's still chilling. Shakur Stevenson, him and Bud Crawford was wrestling in the lobby of the hotel down in Atlanta before Shakur Stevenson was to step in there with Jamel Herring. They're wrestling in the lobby. Then it turned into them and 15 other dudes. And the lady with top rank was stressing the fuck out. She was like, oh shit, no, stop. You're going to get me fired. Shakur Stevenson was up there wrestling. I swear to you, I can't make this shit up. This is before a championship fight, y'all, for a second weight class. This is the day before, after the weigh-ins. Shakur Stevenson finished eating, you know what I'm saying, and where the weigh-ins was. And he was walking back down the main corridor and he stopped at the desk. Of course, I'm there. I'm hanging out. I got pictures. I don't know if I ever posted them, though. You know what I'm saying? But I got pictures. I think I posted one of them. But, damn, I wish I had my HD next to me. But, these cats was up here wrestling, dog. Crawford knows Shakur has a championship fight tomorrow. Stevenson know he has a championship fight tomorrow. And they just treat that shit like, man, I already know I'm good, man. I ain't sweating it. What happened with Blu-ray? Should he be an indication of the type of rhetoric Spence team is going to co-sign, or in this case, not co-sign? You know what? I don't have no problem with Blu-ray. You know, like this is my stance on it, Andrew. Real talk. Look, people are not gonna respect it because of where I'm at in my life right now, in my 50s, right? But the pictures that I put up, I trained and understood my body enough to know how it react. It's a lot of shit that Blu-ray knows that I know too. But he has his own thing. He is a trainer. I'm not knocking him. Like, he had an attachment to Spence. And I'm going to tell you this. I said it when I was on the panel. I asked him this. I say, has it ever been a time when, you know, I'm hearing the rumor that you wanted Spence to do like 700 push-ups before he even starts sparring, which is insanely like special force workout and shit like that. But you're not going up there to compete in a ring to get paid. You're basically, it's a team effort, but an individual effort, but in a team setting, right? So I say, is Derek James ever asked you, say, hey, no, we can't do that today? You know what I'm saying? He said, nah, Derrick James ain't never told me not to do shit. I said, okay. You know what that told me is Derrick James has told him something. And not only that, I made the comment that the reason that Blu-ray is not on that, working out with Spence right now is because Derrick James has some type of issue with the way he was working him out. That's all. He one or two things. Derrick James may feel that Spence is not at a level that he can handle Blu-ray workouts, or he might have felt some downside to working with Blu-ray, as far as some type of animus that they might have had between one another. I don't know. I'm just assuming. It's not fact. I'm just assuming. Period. But I said, if anything, as to why Blu-ray isn't in the camp, it's because Derrick James. Real talk. It's Derrick James, man. Derrick James has his own gym right now. Like my boy Showtime said, it was rumored that allegedly he was only in town for 3 days out of a week to train Spence. He wasn't there full time. Contrary to what people believe, that Derrick James is right there full time. No. We're talking about information that's coming from the inside. You know what I'm saying? So with Blu-ray not being in the stable, it's a reason for that shit. If Blu-ray is going to be this intensity driven specialist, he needs to link up with other boxers. That's where the disconnect at. Everybody linked Blu-ray to Errol Spence, and that has since been dissolved at the moment. They're on a timeout. All right. So he needs to link up with another fighter and have success with being their strength and conditioning coach, and have them go in there and say, you know what? Hey, I vouch for Blu-ray, man. The shit he put me through, I never felt like that before. It was incredible. I felt good in the ring, wasn't tired. I felt strong. Once he link up with another fighter that says that and vouch for him and give him that love outside of Errol Spence, then his brand will grow. His brand will grow. I'm talking about exponentially. I'm talking about to a whole nother level. But right now, he's just connected to Spence. I've been there. I used to be shredded all the time. I've been there. I've been there, big dog. I used to love looking at all those fitness books and everything, learning workouts. I damn near used to do pull-ups every day. Do abs every fucking day. I mean, if you want to look a certain way, you look a certain way. Get the amount of protein intake and get your body recovered. But I'm not putting too much emphasis on Blu-ray not being in the camp. He said if they want to work out with the Whyte boys, they can. That's what Blu-ray said. So Derrick James, Errol Spence, whoever, they have strength conditioning / nutritionist that's on deck right now, and they running the show. I don't hear too many of the channels on here talking about the why. I know it's been mentioned in some time or another, but they're gonna say, oh, that's the brother. Well, guess what? He's attached to your favorite fighter. All I used to hear is when it was word coming out that Blu-ray was gonna get back and work with Errol Spence, that shit was all over YouTube. And he's not in training camp with him. He's starting to do vlogging. I have no issues with Blu-ray. I don't know the guy. I wish him nothing but success in his career. In order for him to change levels on his career, he's going to have to link himself up with another athlete. Any athlete that he wants to, that's on a level, he needs to link himself up with an athlete. Somebody else needs to be talking his name. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Seawood on deck. What's good, man? What's good with your Seawood? But that's where I'm at with that. They need to come up with an interview. If you come back with a fight of this magnitude and him picking up the third strap, like y'all say, to give him that momentum going in there with a potential, possible fantasy fight with the best welterweight in boxing, top pound for pound Terrence Bud Crawford, then guess what? You have a chance to be a part of history. I don't want to see no cell phone shit holding up, taking a selfie, and Spencer's talking to somebody else. Man, y'all got to represent. Y'all have to go in there and get that one-on-one with Errol Spence Jr. or be in a media scrum and ask him the tough questions. Ask him, say, well, I got a question that you can ask him. Say, Errol Spence, I know you have secret spies that frequent, YouTube community. What do you think about the comments WCS has been talking and saying about you? That's one question you can ask. What do you think about that? Do you feel some type of way that he don't have faith that you can beat Terrence Bud Crawford if it comes down to it? Do you feel some type of way about that, or you don't care? I mean, that's one opening question you can ask him, get it out the way. I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying, bro. Appreciate everyone pulling up in the chat, though. I just had to, speak on this situation because, people tend to devalue what you do. You know what I'm saying? It's not up to me to sit up here and be in competition with nobody, but goddamn, this Deontay Wilder situation has festered, right? Is smoldering right now. Deontay's out there enjoying his fruits that he's earned in boxing. Boom. Let the man be in peace while he playing his ayahuasca. All right. And now we have the next underlining. My boy Tio, he lost to Kambosos. You know what I'm saying? Still support him because he's gonna be a world champion in 140. Only a matter of time. He took his loss early, and it's gonna be a long time before he lose again. And then Michael Williams Jr., he took his first loss against John Bowser, which really wasn't a special fighter to begin with. Very underweight from him walking around like 150 plus to cutting down to 138. He went in there and John Bowser did his thing. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. That's all I can say. But let's not forget that he was knocked down the very first round and lasted 4 rounds. Come on. And you think John Bowser is some special fighter? Please. All they do is got haters on their team and they have snakes in this YTC community. Moving on. Next is Terrence Bud Crawford. The one thing about Terrence Bud Crawford, I don't see him losing to Errol Spence, whether it's at 47 or 54. I think the mindset of Crawford is that he is exhausted with the conversation topic being Errol Spence, because behind the scenes there's probably a lot of shit that he knows that's going on over there at PBC that he won't get paid what he's supposed to, because they already got shit going on, y'all. You want to talk about not having your house in order? There's a lot of shit that's allegedly going on over at PBC. Don't just listen to me. There's been other channels that talk about it. But yet they'll sit up here and tell you that Errol Spence is making all this money and he's a top dog. He's the cash cow. I don't know what cash cow you're talking about. The one in Chuck E. Cheese? I mean, what cash cow are we talking about? The little piggy banks you used to buy and you're like, damn, you put a little dime in that motherfucker and the jingle around. I don't get what you're talking about. I'm just being honest with you. When it comes down to it, all I do is speak on my belief system. I don't think that Errol Spence is a better boxer all around, period. I said it before. I don't see him going in there and defeating Terrence Bud Crawford. I said it before. Now, if you don't agree with it, then just don't agree with it. Don't be mad and angry and y'all forming this alliance. And the alliance is full of angry, gripe, older men who all think alike. Come on, bro. You can't be mad at this conversational piece over here on YouTube. You know how many damn debates I've been in about Deontay Wilder way back when? Several years ago. You know how many debates I've been in with Teofimo Lopez? They just didn't have a black fighter besides Devin Haney. So, because when Devin Haney was on the scene, what? It was Devin Haney against Teofimo Lopez. They was all happy. Now the TO lost the belts. Now the shit is different. You're not hearing too many people sit up here and advocate for Devin Haney. Then, you had guys jumping up and down, clicking their heels when Michael Williams Jr. lost. All because of me. Because they was here when we was calling out Devin Haney, and we was here when we took the fight at Team Bowser. That's what teams do, They take a step up fight. It would have been better. Look, I'll tell you like this, right? If John Bowser's listening, I want John Bowser to fight Michael Williams at 147. I guarantee it's a different fight. Fight him at 147. It's a lot of things behind the scenes that went wrong in that particular fight. That have Bowser fight him at 147 and see what happened. You got a drained, depleted 150, which I said before, John Bowser, it was his night, and he got it done. But come on, let's be realistic, dog. Buck 50 kept getting up. And then I'm seeing grown-ass men up here jump up and down because he took a L. He took a L, and these grown-ass men is on live to like, yeah, I see it, dog. But they hardcore boxing fans. They'll sit up here, and this is the you knockout. Knockout got on the phone because I called names. It's not personal. This is the you knockout. I remember when you was sitting up there laughing that Michael Williams Jr. person is not even on YouTube. You was talking because y'all got to understand when you mention my name, I take it. I brush it off. I say, okay, you always want to say I'm a hater, this, that, and the other. All right. It's nothing personal, though. But this is the you knockout when that shit happened and you on the phone and you up there saying, well, you seen that? He got knocked out. Ha, ha, ha. But you're going to have the audacity to correct me on the criticism that I have towards Spence? Dude, that's hypocrisy at its best, dog. You was up there laughing that Michael Williams Jr. got beat. But yet, you're commenting, and you said several times before that I'm a hater of Spence. You tell me to get out of here with the book. How can you tell me what you're telling me because I'm commenting? The same way that you was laughing and joking around and hoping for the demise of Williams Jr., which is a black fighter. Where am I going wrong with this shit? I'm calling for what it is, bro. It's not personal. Come on, bro. It's all respect, but I'm calling it as I see it, man. Y'all was up here gloating, freaking jumping up and down, clapping your hands together, all because I was sitting up here advocating for Michael Williams Jr. going there and beat John Bowser, and it didn't happen. And y'all sitting there, ha, 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 ha. Shit, nigga, I'm laughing now. When Errol Spence, if he don't make it to this fight, I'm going to be laughing. Know that. Y'all better hope he makes it to the fight. You better hope he doesn't go in there and wind up like Chris Colbert. Understand me, bro. If it's good for that shit to happen, which I never mentioned until now. I never mentioned the shit that went on when Michael Williams lost. How a lot of y'all was up here jumping up and down for joy at a fighter that hadn't even fought for a world champion. They're independent, and they was doing the shit on their own, and they took a fight lower than the weight class that they usually compete at. I had people that has never interviewed Michael Williams Jr. Never. They was happy in glory. They was smiling, joking around that this young man had lost, and they never even had an interview with him. So that's why I'm saying, get that interview with Spence, big dog. Real talk. Get that interview with Spence. Come on, man. So I can laugh. I want to laugh too now. I want to laugh. Make sure your boy make it to the damn ring. Make sure he go in there and get that victory. Because I'm going to be there front and center when Terrence Bud Crawford step on his ass. I'm going to be right there when Terrence Bud Crawford step on Spence. It's going to put an end to all this other shit that's been talked about. So understand what's fair game now. You put it out there. I didn't say nothing. I didn't sit up here and say a damn thing, but y'all was up here laughing, goofing off about my boy Michael Williams. Yes, I still got the timestamp on the live, who you was there with and everything. I was like, damn, knockout. He's hating like that because of a fighter that he never even met, only because World Combat Sports is freaking on the team. Damn. But then you're gonna say, you're gonna have your choice words for Spence when I'm over there in the chat. And I don't know how else to articulate when you're in a chat responding to comments. For me, every now and then I might resort to vulgarity, right? But that's not my go-to when it comes to verbiage or expressions. I pretty much just talk my talk, right? But then people still get upset like, oh man, you're just a hater. What should I say you a hater of when it comes to Michael Williams Jr.? And y'all ain't never met the guy. Never seen him fight in person. Calling him a bum. All that shit. A fighter that y'all never freaking met. Y'all wasn't jumping up and down when Subriel Matias lost for the first time. I'm just saying, like, fighters take L's all the time, but I'm telling you, Errol Spence heading into this Shadingas Ugas fight is a tough fight for him. Real talk, it's a tough fight. So therefore, y'all better hope, pray, and wish that he's able to make it through training camp. You know what I'm saying? I really want to see a good fight between him and Ugas, and I think it's going to be competitive. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Yeah, we back. Andrew said they trying to put Spence in a position to possibly be one of the faces of boxing. It looks bad when someone on the team is co-signing and repeating over the top narrative and language being used. This whole community, I get what you're saying. Good point there, Andrew. I totally get what you're saying. The YouTube community is a retread of information that's being recycled over and over time again. And then you have the thought process of human beings that's on here. Some of the hosts of these channels, they recycle the same information in accordance to whoever they are supporting. I'm not a part of any group. Never have, been a part of a group on YouTube like that. That's just not my cup of tea. But I am fraternity associated. I did serve in a group, with the U.S. Marines. I have been a part of certain other, but internal to this YouTube community, I just don't see why so many that support narrative-driven topics, and all of them are saying the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. Just saying the same thing. If it's all about Spence, they support Spence. Now, one thing that's misconstrued is if I have a problem with you supporting Spence, y'all can support who the hell you want to. But it's just all about when others support their fighters and you have something to say about how they support their fighters, you want to say they dick riders or fangirls or damn bud sexuals, and then Deontay Wilder, whatever you want to call it, then you want to come down and get mad and angry in defense of Errol Spence. I want to ask you this question. What is this, the terminology in what you're doing? If you're that adamant and vigorously supporting Errol Spence, what are you doing? Is that considered dick riding too? Because why are you supporting another man so heavy when you never even broke bread? He doesn't even acknowledge your presence. You got to do it because you're a fan, right? So since you're a fan, you putting in all this time and effort to support that fighter. You're doing it because you're a fan. Don't get on here talking about, I ain't a fan. I'm a diss of the sport. No, you're a fan of the fighter. That's why you get up here and support. And a lot of you Spence channels are being monetarily gifted. Some of you are receiving donations to do this shit. I'm doing it off the strength of what I believe in. Some of you are goddamn getting paid. Some of you out there getting paid to support a certain fighter. I wouldn't want that on me. I don't care who it is. I don't care what fighter it is. Check back in my history. Before I was heavy on YouTube, the UK was trying to recruit me to write articles for them and start reporting on Anthony Joshua back in the day. That's when I wasn't even on YouTube. I was on Facebook. And I used to write articles and shit to naive, casual boxing fans, you know, on my website and in some of these groups. And the groups, they didn't even want to read. It's almost like I was speaking to a bunch of grade school kids who decided to just jump in a boxing group and have some fun. They didn't want to read nothing about any boxing articles or what you had to speak on. They just wanted to talk about drama. They wanted to have arguments into the AM. So my biggest question is, like, the body of work speaks for itself, right? I just don't see a lot of y'all that's supporting these fighters heavy, and you always want to be quick to say somebody dick riding. I haven't even seen you with one interview yet. How are you going to pull that off? Who's going to be the one to get through the front line? It don't matter. You can do 1,000 lives, but not within those thousands. One of them on your panel is Errol Spence Jr. So my challenge is issued. I didn't have to have Deontay Wilder on my panel. I was there in person on more than occasions. I was able to see the champ when he was reigning, defending WBC World Heavyweight Champion. Nobody could never take that shit away from me. And I still haven't posted all my footage. I got the cover Teofimo Lopez personally, all the way back in the locker room. That's before I was on YouTube heavy, dog. Come on, man. I've seen Terrence Crawford several times, man. Got an interview with him. I don't care how many interviews. I got an interview with Terrence Bud Crawford. Period. I have several times that I've been with Michael Williams Jr. them around the globe. 8 out. Been down to Roy Jones Jr. place when he was training. Yes, support extends all the way to the motherfucking command center. Been to Bodyhead Island with Roy Jones Jr. Man, y'all already know the deal. This ain't about me. This is about the situation that's going on the horizon that's going down in April. I'm challenging the Errol Spence groups to get an interview with Errol Spence. If you leave Texas and you don't have a single interview, none of y'all, I don't want to hear shit about Errol Spence this, Errol Spence that he this. He don't fuck with y'all. If it's none of y'all, if it's not at least one channel, a prominent channel that gets an interview, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen. I want a one-on-one. I want a media scrum, something, because as much work as you putting in, goddamn it, I want to see some type of work. I want to see some type of footage. Fuck a picture. A boxer can give you a picture any given time. That's easy work. You know how many people I got pictures with? I probably got pictures. Look, I probably got pictures with more fighters than anybody on this YouTube shit. I'm talking about boxing wise. I don't think is anybody out there that have more pictures than me. Because I do my own shit. I operate videography, photography. But y'all worried about the views. I get it. You know, like my boy Showtime said, what do I know, man? What do I know? I'm just challenging y'all to go out here and get a motherfucking interview with Errol Spence Jr. That's it. Andrew said they picked the wrong one to ask for more. Man, I have receipts, dog. I even have the media guy that was over there that's still frequent, that's over there still doing it over in the UK. They wanted me to start writing articles, and they wanted to pay me to write articles for UK boxing, but they wanted me to basically relieve my interest in talking about Deontay Wilder and talk about Anthony Joshua, because even though I was on Facebook, they just felt, for one, they say, okay, we like how you word and how you speak to people, and we like how you put it on print, this, that, and the other. We want you to come write and on the fighters over here in the UK. We need an American presence over here. I say, so why y'all need American presence? Say, because we trying to expand our media presence over here. We need someone who understands and knows the American media setting the way you do, but yet we want you to take fighters from the UK and talk highly of them over into the US footprint. They said, we want you not to speak on Deontay Wilder like that no more. He cannot be your topic of discussion when it comes to the heavyweight division. We want you to basically elevate Anthony Joshua and speak highly of him. We will pay you. Yeah, real talk. And I really challenge anyone to go find a video that I was up here talking highly of Anthony Joshua. By all means, because people think it's all about the numbers. And this artificial intelligence shit is so manipulative. Man, there's many ways you can get high numbers, but the body of work is everything. You get to meet people, all that shit. You tell people to go to YouTube. They don't want to go to YouTube because there's a lot of shit that not YouTube, IG. And you put work out there on IG and they don't want to look at it because it's like, I don't like what he said about Spence. I'm not going to hit the like button. But you fuck with it, though. You know what I'm saying? This is boxing. You should fuck with the content I'm putting out there. When I put shit out there about Bud Crawford, that's who I'm fucking with. Just like you fucking with Errol Spence. He said, then trying to put Spence in position, possibly one of the faces. Chad Perez, what's good? All the whining about the fight, and you don't show up for the promotion. Whyte is tripping. Hey, that goes the same. Hey, look, you're right about Whyte not showing up. But right now, Chad, I'm speaking of the Spence channels is out there. It got to be some type of changing the sheets in the bed that you chose to lie in. You need to change the sheets now. We need some of these channels on YouTube that's rocking with Errol Spence heavy. Y'all need to go up there and let him listen to this video so he can get y'all a motherfucking interview. Because I don't see nothing y'all can brag about. What can y'all brag about, dog? What can y'all brag about? Real talk. I'm talking my shit now. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I feel like it, what can y'all brag about for y'all favorite fighter? What can you brag about, dog? Can you give me something that you can brag about? I'm just being real, bro. Like I hear people, and I just make respectful comments and they want to act like it's personal and shit. But show me something though. Show me something like this.
Hey, what you got to say there, champ?
Yeah, man.
What's up, Black? It's your turn. What you got to say? What you got to say?
To this day.
To this day.
Y'all got that? I mean, come on, man. Do y'all have footage like that? Real talk, bro. Real talk. I mean, show me something. Shout out to the Bronze Bomber, man, a real one. He gave me 3 to this days right then. He gave me to this day when we was talking one-on-one ringside in Alabama. They got the music. I don't even like playing that. They be sitting up here tripping on that. And then, just the simple shit like how many
Bomb Squad!
Come on, man.
Bomb Squad!
You know y'all miss Bomb Squad. You know you miss Bomb Squad, dog. You know y'all miss Bomb Squad. Look, Bomb Squad is a one-on-one, bro. I need for you to get that one-on-one Spence interview, bro. Seriously. I need for y'all to get that one-on-one Spence interview, bro. Nope. I need for you to get some. Shout out Team Williams.
No, I believe you. I feel you.
Talk to him, Roy. Talk to him.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. Yeah, and I'm thinking, but I don't think what it's looking like to me, Roy. I think Earl needed. I don't know how many times he can make 147.
That's what I said. That's what makes it
I think,
yeah.
I'm just saying. Legendary Hall of Famer Roy Jones Jr., Michael Williams Jr., Money Mike, Box Father Skip Crumpler, Mr. TKO, the whole team, Kevin. I mean, the whole team, man. That's what we do, man. That's a family. Come on, man. Appreciate Chaz for pulling up, though, Chad Perez. Appreciate you pulling up, big dog. It's funny because they always express how offended they are that Bud won't interview with them, but I've never seen Spence ever come around the way. See, man, God damn it. Now you sitting up here once again using your brain. Dog, Andrew, stop doing that shit, dog. You're going to have people sitting around here. You're going to have them calling a therapist tomorrow. God damn, don't use your brain, dog. Don't do it. Nobody instructed you growing up to use your intellect. If you was born healthy, sometimes you ain't born healthy. You know what I'm saying? You might have been born into this world as a savant. And savant is very, very extremely smart in a single area. You might have been savant because a savant know one area geniusly, and other areas they don't know shit. But you're using your brain too much tonight, Andrew. You saying some shit that makes sense. They would say Terrence Bud Crawford gives no interviews, but Errol Spence Jr., who is interviewing him? I need some footage. I'm keeping it 100, man. I'm keeping it 101. Seriously. I'm keeping it 101, man. This shit is not personal to me, but I'm tired of telling people what's not personal. Like if you wanna take shit personal, so be it. It's all good, man. This ain't no damn community of bullies that y'all want to flock behind people to yell, kick, and scream and shit. And then when somebody like myself say, okay, well, show me some receipts that you really fucking with this fighter. Show me an interview, show me a picture. A lot of y'all don't even have pictures with Errol Spence. But I can tell you I got pictures with Bud Crawford, Teofimo, and goddamn Michael Williams Jr. and Deontay Wilder. I can tell you that. I got pictures with Shakur Stevenson, the Emperor. Absolutely. I've interviewed him several times. I'm just saying, dog. Stop looking at my numbers on my channel and looking at the 5 people that's in here and think I'm worried about that. Stop it, dog. Stop it. Because out of the boundaries of this mic, all you have to do is look on YouTube and see all the body of work I completed. That's all you got to do. I mean, I've been talking about Bud this way for the longest of time, but it seems that people want to make it into something it's not. They want to always have some obscenities thrown your way, or some damn vulgarity, some insults, some derogatory comments. They pretty much get in character, this cantankerous character, and start talking shit. And I'm saying, if you care that much and you are so enamored with Errol Spence, what is the terminology that you are projecting to the fans? You are angry about another man being spoken on that's not your motherfucking family. Errol Spence is not your family. He is a resident in a named state that you're residing in. That's it. He just happened to be a popular resident competing in a sport that you support. So my biggest question to y'all is, when are you going to get an interview? When are you going to get an interview? Are y'all organizing? Because Team Crawford don't have no organization, no group of people that we meet up and all that, and it's all a big group just for. No, we just all support the fighter. That's it. But if by chance y'all all going up to Texas, I want y'all to really get that group together, get organized, structured, come up with an itinerary. Who's going to do the planning? If y'all need me to create some spreadsheets for you for the week, the fight week itinerary, I'll do that shit. Just let me know the information you need. I'll basically draft up a spreadsheet. I won't even charge you anything. I'll make sure to put Spence's name at the top of it. All the damn members that's supposed to be attending the fight, contact information. I'll do all that for you, because I want y'all to be organized when y'all go up there in April. For real. If you get an interview with Spence at the final presser, we don't know what PBC is going to do, because like I said, they have some drama going on. So if by chance they have a final presser, I want to hear the YouTube community asking questions after the presser. I want to see somebody catch up with him. If it's on the street, I want to see you double time. Sometimes you have to jog behind fighters. Don't do that grown. Oh, I'm a grown fucking man. No, you're a grown ass man now. I want you to damn hasten your pace and go get the interview. If Spence is walking to get a burger after the weigh-ins, I want to see people with the cameras rolling, the phone rolling. I want somebody to say, "Hey, Spence, good to see you, man." I want to see what his reaction going to do. Is he going to be genuine? He's going to be open with you. He's going to have that rapport. That's all I'm saying. I don't think so. How many of y'all think y'all going to be able to take a picture back to back with Errol Spence without Derrick James or somebody freaking jumping in? No, that's enough. God damn it. I'm just saying, it's a different aura, with Team Crawford than it is for Spence. I'm just saying, bro, from experience, that's all I'm saying, bro, for real. Don't be butthurt. Don't be butthurt, bro. Let me see. I thought I had one more. And what about this right here? 2:00 in the AM. Team Williams, Roy Jones, all of us having breakfast. You know what I'm saying? That's team shit, bro. That's team shit right there, man. Don't take it personal. Come on, man. What can you produce with a team? It's far beyond this YouTube shit. You got to be able to connect with these teams, man, and go up there and visit and support the fighter. You just can't support these fighters that's already at the highest level because they feel like you ain't fuck with them when they was in the gym lacing up. Just like Drake said, you wasn't in the gym. You wasn't in the gym when they was lacing up. But now all of a sudden you want the prestige of joining them once they're at the top. And since you come up here and say their name over and over again like Candyman, you're hoping and praying that they appear. That shit ain't gonna happen with Spence, bro. He hear y'all out here. He hear y'all out here. I got more of y'all up here talking about Terrence Crawford and his family being in the chat and saying this, that, and the other. But at least they in there giving y'all some love and attention. I mean, what's going on? I mean, what are we talking about with Spence, though? I'm going to leave it at that, man. I'm not going to dive too much into it. You know what I'm saying? It was a point in time that's the real WBC belt. You know what I'm saying? It was a point in time that I would carry on with this. But, you know, matter of fact, I'm just going to give it like 5 minutes. You know, matter of fact, because I know the peeping toms are here. I just want to see if I can get any type of Spence fanatic to click the link so we can converse. Conversing is having a dialogue pretty much. You know what I'm saying? I'm not speaking to the chat because I already know these cats that's in the chat, they're already smart. They're intelligent human beings. I'm just saying for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave that link out there once again and see if there's any fish out there that's hungry. Because I just need to know what the plan of attack is for April, which is next month. It's going down, I think. It's going down, I think. Errol Spence may, possibly. I don't know. I'm very curious to see it play out. Real talk, I'm being honest. I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm unsure, y'all. His body may not be stable enough from head to toe to be able to make it through an intense sparring to prepare for Yordenis Ugas, the Cuban assassin. He's already retired Manny Pacquiao. Come on, bro. He retired Manny Pacquiao, dog. A fight that you couldn't get. So now you have to go in there and fight a Cuban assassin like Yordenis Ugas, who's riding off a high. He's getting more notoriety. He said if he takes that WBC and IBF title, his life changed because he goes into the fight with Terrence Bud Crawford for undisputed. Of course, he would get stepped on too, but he gets the opportunity to step through the ropes and face Terrence Bud Crawford. It's a 50-50 fight. Errol Spence fanatics, they're not even sure that he can win that fight. See, me, I put it out there. When I support the fight, I say, yeah, so-and-so going to win. That's what I believe. They're going to go in there and win. I don't want to fight easy touches. They're going to go in there and win. I give it about 2 more minutes because, hold on. What is this? Hold on. Somebody sent me a very enthusiastic email. Oh, that's someone. Okay. Oh, shit. Wow. Well, people got 60 seconds. I guess I couldn't send out the invitation for Errol Spence fanatic to join. I give it 60 seconds. Hey, appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. Dion just pulled up, man. Man, I know, man. I wasn't on here advocating for no Dillian Whyte, man. I wasn't here advocating for that dude. You know, all I did was put it out there that Tyson Fury said what he said. You know what I'm saying about Dillian Whyte not showing up when he's a clown too. And you know, he went up here and made this thumbnail. You know, this thumbnail right here of Dillian Whyte. I think that's highly suspect. But of course, I screenshotted his damn IG so people can know I didn't make it. The picture is on his IG. This man has millions of followers, and he has Dillian Whyte sitting up there all because he didn't show up to a presser. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is the same guy who gave Sefer Safari a wet one. You know? But hey, it is what it is. But hey, man, y'all hold it down, man. I've been on here 2 hours already. Make sure y'all pass the word. I want to see an interview. Y'all need to prep. You Spence fanatics, you need to prep and find out a way for all y'all to get together and have a kumbaya and let Errol Spence let him know how much y'all appreciate and respect what he's doing in boxing. And make sure you get that interview. Make sure you get that interview. And goddamn it, it'll be great if y'all all can get a picture with Spence. You're in the middle, especially the ones that's basically residing there in Texas. Until then, turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports.